Good morning. It is pretty early today. It is not even 8 o'clock, but I thought I'd grab my camera and tell you a little story about why I married a Malaysian woman. So yeah, but before I do that, let me grab myself a cup of coffee, because I do like coffee and I need coffee in the morning. So I'll be right back. Alright, got my cup of coffee, because as you know I do love coffee. And before I start this video, can I please ask you to leave a like on this video and a comment, because that just really helps me put this video out there to the world for everyone to see. And yeah, let's get started and talk about why I married a Malaysian woman. So it all started many years ago when I came on my internship. I did an internship here in Malaysia when I was 20 years old. This was in 2011. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. So yeah, that was more than 10 years ago. And yeah, I did my internship and I used to go clubbing a lot. So I went to a club one night, and then one of my friends brought her sister to the club. Yep, and that's where the story begins, because that sister was called Magdalene, and kind of from the first moment I met her, I had a little crush on her right away. Maybe, yes, I think so. And that's how I met her. Yeah, I was in a club called Pavilion in an area called Trevelyan here in Kuching. It's all gone now. There's no more bars and pubs there, but I used to spend a lot of time there, and that is exactly where I met my now wife, Magdalene. So there I was standing in the club trying to do some cool dance moves and show off to this girl I just met, and somehow my dance move worked, because we had a fun night together, and eventually she gave me her phone number. So I had all hopes up. Yeah, I texted her, but she didn't text back. So I tried texting her and then calling her. I don't know, maybe it was a bit much. But after about 2 weeks, she finally, she did reply. And after 2 weeks, she finally decided to go on a date with me. Wow, this is 11 years ago. So we went on dates. She showed me Kuching. We had nice meals, went to movies, and just had a really good time together. We fell in love. And I met her parents, such a lovely family that she has. And yeah, we were so in love in those first 6 months. But then I had to leave the country. So yes, I had to leave the country. My internship had finished and I had to leave because my visa was expiring. And I had to go back to the Netherlands to study. So we were heartbroken. We were in so much emotional pain that we had to leave each other. We would never see each other again, and that is probably the most pain I've ever felt in my whole life. Still hurts when I think about it. We were crying days on end, and it was just a very sad and emotional period. So I actually planned a trip to Thailand to meet my friends after my internship. So I did. I met my friends there, and I was supposed to travel around for about a month. But in Thailand I was so heartbroken, and I decided to go back to Malaysia to see Magdalene one more time for about a week before heading back to the Netherlands to continue my studies. So I went back and surprised her, and sparks. There were just sparks, and we had a wonderful week. And then again, the pain came again when I actually had to fly back to the Netherlands. So there I was, back in the Netherlands, and in agony and pain, and I really wanted to see her again. So I decided to book a ticket. Like 3 months later, I decided to book a ticket, and even though my dad said it's not a good idea, I did. go back, and I had to see Magdalene because I thought I would lose her if I didn't see her for many months, and I don't even know how long. So I went back and we had another week together, just a week, and then I went back to the Netherlands again, and we didn't see each other for many months. Luckily, my university allowed me to do my thesis. I had to write a thesis, and I could do that in another country as well. So again, I went back to Malaysia just to spend time with her. That was another 6 months, and we fell more and more in love with one another. I eventually decided to finish off my studies quick in the Netherlands, which was another 6 months not seeing each other and just spending a lot of time on Skype that time and just chatting every single day and talking to each other on the internet. And yep, in 2013 I decided to come to Malaysia and make Malaysia my home because I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. So as we got closer over the years, we started, of course, talking more, but it was always difficult to talk about certain topics. I'm from the Netherlands, which is just a very different culture than the Malaysian culture. We tend to talk about everything, and here sometimes there's things you don't talk about. So we realized that there's a big difference between us in culture. But we've learned a lot from each other, and we've learned to talk about things. I have learned so much from her about the local culture and how amazing it is to be here in Malaysia, and how amazing it is to be married to a Malaysian woman. Well, that's what I'm now. So yeah, years later, 7 years after we've met, we got married, and we had a wonderful wedding here in Kuching, near Kuching, and we had a lot of friends come over. I even had friends from the Netherlands and family from the Netherlands flying over just to spend that special day with us, and that was definitely one of the most beautiful days in my life. Now, it's not easy to live in Malaysia. I guess it is in a way, but it's also not in another way. There's a lot of red tape, there's a lot of difficult things to do and paperwork to deal with when you're a foreigner, but it's all worth it because I get to spend every single day with her. Now, why did I marry her? Magdalene is such a happy and funny person. She makes me smile every day. She's there for me. She takes care of me. I feel like I have to take care of her, and it's that bond that is just so strong. And of course, we've had our downs as well, but we've always figured out that we want to be together. Somehow we belong together, and that is such a unique feeling and bond that it's so difficult to explain. But that's what it is. I love her so much, and that all resulted in today. Actually, I'm filming this video the day before the birth of our son. Which all of a sudden is so real now. So yeah, we're gonna be parents tomorrow. And it's all super exciting, but also very scary. And this video will probably be online the day after our son is born. And yeah, this is a new chapter that we're gonna start, at the biggest chapter and challenge in our life, to become parents. But again, I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else. It is perfect, it's the way it should be, and it's going to be challenging and trying, but again, Magdalene and I, we can do this, and it is great. And this is the way that I want it to be. So yeah, Magdalene is one unique and amazing person, and I'm so happy to spend my life with our child together. And that's why I married a Malaysian woman. Alright, so that was a different kind of video. I thought I'd just sit down and yeah, share a little story about my life, about my wife, about why I love her. And yes, it's going to be super exciting to become a parent. Tomorrow will be parents. It's such a weird thing to say or to realize. But yeah, so this is the end of the video. If you like the video, please leave a like. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. On top of that, you do know now that I love coffee. So if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, you can do so by clicking on the link in the description, which is buymeacoffee.com/globalgibbon, and you can buy me a cup of coffee. I'd appreciate it a lot. For now, it's bye-bye, and we'll see you next week. And who knows what is going to happen in the coming week. It's all super exciting. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye. Bye-bye.